Hi, Jim Stroud here. Despite the coronavirus pandemic, companies are still hiring. Could you put it up on this? Thank you. All right, thank you. Yes, Walmart hiring 150,000 new workers and giving bonuses to current staff. Cool. Instacart plans to hire 300,000 more workers as demand surges for grocery deliveries. Dollar General hiring 50,000 nationwide. Cool. Pizza delivery in a pandemic. Domino's is hiring 10,000 workers. You guys really love your pizza, huh? We all do. All right. CVS to hire 50,000 workers to deal with coronavirus rush, give bonuses to employees. Very cool. And this is a good thing. People working is always a good thing. But the hiring spree going on could be a bit of a concern. Why should people be concerned that a lot of companies are making mass hires right now, especially all things being considered? Let me explain. What a crazy topsy-turvy time it's been. Am I right? Just a couple of months ago, we were celebrating a historic unemployment rate of 3.5%, something we had not seen in 50 years. And not only that, we had record unemployment in the Black and Hispanic communities. We had record unemployment in the Asian communities. We had record unemployment among women. It was the lowest unemployment rate for women since the 1960s. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Since 1953. And just when things were going great, the coronavirus hit. And analysts are forecasting a lot of layoffs in the future. Check out this quote from Newsweek. The ongoing spread of the novel coronavirus has already seen initial unemployment insurance claims spike, with the Department of Labor revealing on Thursday that 281,000 claims were recorded in the week ending March 14th, up from 211,000 the previous week. So in light of all those pending layoffs that have been forecasted by analysts, it's good that so many companies are hiring so many people right now. Right? Well, it depends on who you ask. In the short term, these companies doing mass hiring relieve economic stress. And hey, I can appreciate that. And in some cases, they offer benefits like health insurance when it's needed most. So that is certainly good. I mean, can't complain about that. But I have to wonder about the long-term repercussions. On average, small businesses don't have enough savings to weather this economic storm. I remember reading something to this effect on MarketWatch. What did it say again? Yeah, something like many small businesses have only enough resources on hand to last 45 days or less. Yeah. And then it also referenced some research from JP Morgan Chase, I think, that said that some small businesses only had enough cash buffers for 27 days. And that's the bad thing. I think with so much massive hiring going on by the large corporations, I think it's signaling the end of many, I don't want to say most, but definitely a lot of small businesses. Unless, of course, government assistance kicks in sooner rather than later. Fingers crossed on that. But if you are a small business owner and you're looking at this and you're thinking the grass is greener on the big corporation side, then don't envy them too much because they have problems of their own. For example, people who are working who cannot practice social distancing are asking for extra compensation in terms of hazard pay, child care, protective equipment, and things like that. Check out some of these headlines, if you would. Yeah, thank you. All right, so yeah, here's one. We're risking our lives. Why Amazon warehouse workers are walking out over coronavirus. Union sues to get hazardous duty pay for federal workers at risk of coronavirus exposure. This is not a game. Purdue plant employees walk out over COVID-19 concerns. Pittsburgh garage collectors protest demanding protective gear. We risk our life every time we grab a garbage bag, one worker said. And then, of course, there's another one here. Uber and Lyft drivers protest to demand more benefits during coronavirus crisis. Rideshare workers are calling for enforcement of California's AB 5, which would allow them at least 3 days of paid sick leave. Wow. Can't say I blame them. For a closer look at this, check out this report from NBC News.
Nationwide, thousands of grocery delivery workers on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic are planning to strike Monday.
We're risking not only our lives, but we're risking the lives of our customers. We're risking the lives of the general public in our communities because we're not adequately protected.
An estimated 15,000 Instacart gig workers who shop for and deliver online orders are calling for the company to better protect them by providing personal protective equipment, adding hazard pay of $5 extra per order, and changing the default tip to 10%. Instacart responded, saying the health and safety of our entire community is our first priority, adding they are making a number of safety changes while paying bonuses of up to $200 to workers through April 15th.
I think all of the worker concerns are valid, and kudos to companies like Instacart, which are protecting their employer brand by taking good care of their workers. You know, with all of the concern by workers to get protective equipment, which I, again, totally think is valid, I think the first people in line for such protective measures, though, should be healthcare workers. Check out this Google search that I did the other day. We were discussing these results and related matters internally here at Proactive Talent. And as we were brainstorming on different ways that we could help out the community, our CEO had a pretty cool idea. I'll let him explain it.
Hi there, this is Will Staney, founder and CEO here at Proactive Talent. I just want to let you know of a promotion that we're doing right now for our clients in the healthcare space. If you are a hospital or healthcare provider in need of help with sourcing, scheduling, or screening candidates to ramp up in response to coronavirus and COVID-19, please reach out to us here at Proactive Talent. We have dozens of available and highly experienced remote healthcare recruiters, and we're offering 50% off our standard hourly rate to help with this type of staffing support. We can activate immediately, turn us on or off quickly as needed. There's no upfront billing, so we work now, you pay later. Feel free to hit us up on our website or give us a call at 855-706-8568. Thanks.
These are interesting times. No doubt we'll be reading about them later in the history books. When our grandchildren turn to us and ask us, what was it like to live during the time of the coronavirus pandemic? I hope you share with them more than the doom and gloom that I typically see in the news. I hope that you would share with them stories like this. Stories about people who were singing from the balconies in Italy. Stories about how this mom rushed in to keep her kids from interrupting a business call. Or how people went from shaking hands to kicking feet. And how people use the quarantine to reconnect with their families and friends, even if they had to do it virtually. Because if you're going to tell a story, you should tell it all.